What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the DS Asylum. I'm your warden, the Michi Shrine, and today I want to talk about a recent hot topic in the Dragon Ball Legends community, and that is the appearance of a Super Saiyan Blue Shallot. Now, a lot of people were hoping and expecting the most recent video and stuff to reveal Super Saiyan Blue Shallot, and I mean, I could have told you that shit wasn't going to happen. Like... If you had asked me then, I would have told you there was maybe a 1 or 2% chance that Super Saiyan Blue Shallot was revealed on that video and stuff. That shit just wasn't gonna happen. But people want Super Saiyan Blue Shallot, and I don't really understand why. Don't get me wrong, I love Shallot. But when Super Saiyan Blue Shallot comes out, I think we all know what's going to happen. It's the same shit that happened with Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan God. Both of those forms are still ridiculously powerful. But nobody uses Shallot because his first form, his base form, is too much of a fucking liability because of how awful it is. It doesn't even matter how quickly he can transform. You are essentially locked out of a character for 10 counts, which is not good. So, what's going to happen is people are going to use him for 2 to 4, maybe even 6 weeks if Super Saiyan Blue is really good. And then they're going to stop using him again. And then they're going to get all hyped when Super Saiyan 4 or whatever Shallot comes out, and the cycle's going to fucking repeat itself. But in terms of Super Saiyan Blue Shallot, what should he do? What should he be like? Well, let's take a look at the past Super Saiyans. Super Saiyan 1 was a thing that existed. It didn't really do anything. Like, genuinely, it really didn't do anything. Super Saiyan 2 was a more supportive transformation. It was essentially the Super Saiyan Bardock or Final Form Cooler for the Super Saiyan 2 tag. And literally all of his abilities, main ability, green card, all of it was just centered around support. So Super Saiyan 2 Shallot was a support unit. Super Saiyan 3 was strike dominant. And Super Saiyan God was blast dominant. So we've had support, melee, and blast. That leaves one type, defense. Now, admittedly, Super Saiyan 3 and God have really high defenses, but that's not their main stat. And would a defensive Super Saiyan Blue Shallot work? I think yeah, actually, because let's just go ahead and take a look real quick. Let's just go ahead and take a look at the God Key tag. There's maybe 4 people on this tag that can take a single hit. 2 of them are Zenkais. The other 2 would be Merge Zamasu and maybe this Goku if you have him high stars. But he's literally a defense type. So, this team, God Key, just like Fusions, are a very hyper-offensive team that don't have many units that can actually take a hit. They can deal massive damage, but they can't take it back, you know? Now, granted, God Key has more units that can take a hit than Fusions does. Hell, one of them is on both teams. But God Key is definitely not the tankiest team in the game. So I feel like a defensive-oriented Shallot would actually benefit the team. Now, you don't want to make him too overly defensive, not because a unit that doesn't die is bad. I mean, just look at Android 16. He's annoying, but that's about it. He's not actually that hard to deal with. He's just annoying to deal with, because at first, at the beginning of a match, most units have to build damage nowadays. So when the match starts, he's the most annoying bastard in the world. But by the time a match is near its end, people are just shredding 16 because they've built up so much damage by that point. So it might be annoying to fight a defensive Shallot, but that's about it. Just annoying at the end of the day. And we have hyper offensive Shallots, right? Super Saiyan 3 and God are both hyper offensive with really good defenses. Now, you obviously want a defensive Shallot to still be able to do damage, because one of the problems with 16 and why he's pretty much not useful at all before Zenkai 7 is the fact that he just doesn't do damage before that point. He just refuses to do damage until he's been hit. And I think a defensive Shallot should be given the Rage Trunks treatment of just getting constant damage buffs every single time something hits him. Not even just when the enemy combo is over, you know, like a lot of units know, the actual Rage Trunks treatment where every single hit buffs you. And I think it would be interesting to see him actually get more of like a Majin Vegeta type of buff. You know, like maybe he gets a certain percentage of reduced damage, like uncancelable. Like every single time your enemy activates an arts card, he gets like 10% reduced damage up to like 50%. And then he gets uncancelable damage up to 50%. And then he gets normal damage that just stacks infinitely, right? Just like 10%, it just stacks infinitely. I think that'd be interesting. And then he could also have like 30% cover cut, which essentially would give you 80% reduced damage once you've built up on cover change, which would be very broken. Give him the ability to heal the whole team with his main ability. You know, possibly even endurance would be a useful thing, because not that many God Key units have endurance. There's Red Zamasu. That's it. Half this fucking tag nullifies endurance, but not a lot of them actually have endurance. So perhaps, you know, giving him some endurance would not be, you know, too far out of the question either. And you could really make a defensive Super Saiyan Blue Shallot work as long as you still gave him some offensive options, and his green card would need to be fairly good. Perhaps restoring his Vanish for the first time he uses it, or maybe even like lowering his sub count. Just something really good to make people want to use him. And for the love of God, just buff his base form. For those of you who actually do enjoy using Shallot, I got you covered. I'm going to be doing an episode of the Fixed series where I give a balance update to Shallot's base, Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2 forms. Because 3 and God don't need it. They are horrendously broken to this day, especially Super Saiyan 3. They don't need it. But let me know what you guys like truly want out of a Super Saiyan Blue Shallot. I personally think that a defensive option for God Key would be really good. And just for Saiyans in general, just the Saiyan tag in general these days isn't very tanky unless you're a Zenkai unit. And even a lot of the Saiyan Zenkais don't absorb damage. We'll say like Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Sure, he's tankier than your average unit, but he definitely doesn't absorb damage like some other Zenkais do. So let me know what you guys want out of Super Saiyan Blue Shallot, or if you like my idea for a Super Saiyan Blue Shallot, perhaps we can do a video or a live stream where we like fully design his defensive style kit. I just wanted to go over what I think he should be. And again, maybe some other time we can go over his full kit. We can make his stats together, his green card, and his main and unique abilities. I think that'd be pretty interesting to get what your guys' perspective on the defensive Shallot. And yeah, look forward to the balance update for the first 3 forms of Shallot. And I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that join button if you can, really does help the channel out. All the links you could ever want in the description down below. And I will see all of you inmates back here at the asylum for the next video. Peace.